Hello and welcome back to another video. I am pretty sick right now, so I can't really put that much effort into the editing and recording, but I'll see what I can do. Let me just close some things first. Okay, so this is the new hero. I haven't read anything about that hero yet. I don't really have any voice right now, so we'll do with whatever I can do. Let me reread version update. New legendary Aggie and Strength hero. So this is basically another dual hero like Sobek. Agi and Strength. It is Agi first. That means that it is like Sobek, which is Agi Strength. That means that you can use both of the equipment sets, but it only acts for one for like Pinnacle Tower and Bust like from Zugliang. It only counts for Agi. Agi and Strength, hero Ao Bing, that is probably Vietnamese, evades your summons. Balance changes to Mathos. Discord is not very happy about that, I can tell you that. Discord is very, very not happy about that. Anything else? 403. Now let me log into this account so that I can summon the hero. I think I have some jade here. I am pretty sick, so it is pretty hard for me to talk, but I'll do what I can. Can't really edit too much either because I don't really have any head, because of my head it doesn't really work that well for that right now. Let me just close Discord to help with the lag. Okay, so is there anything new? Compensation for methods. Hey, balance changes. 2 gold keys and 500 diamonds. This is so hard to talk. But anyway, let me go. Is there something new? There's nothing new right here. Let me no, why? I should not supposed to close it. Okay, let me go into the gallery. Is it magic or physical attack? This is physical attack. This is a new icon I haven't seen before. There's nothing new in here. No. And Sobek is Agi strength. As you can see, if here he is agility. Besides the primary attribute of agility, he gets strength as his second attribute, which means that it can be used in both pieces of content. Now let me look. This is our Bing. He has let me just get the screen open so that I can see better. Yeah, that should work. He is like an Aquaman feel, or kind of like Sugliang, a mix between Aquaman and Sugliang. If you look at Sugliang down at where the fuck is it? He has kind of this same feel, this aqua feel. I'll use the other one so it doesn't. Yeah, it's kind of looking like that. He has this spear. This spear looks pretty sick. This looks just like something in RuneScape 3. It looks like he lives in Waiko. But anyway, that was sick. That was pretty sick. He kinda has the spear feel. That looks so good though. He does have a physical defense ignored. What was his agility? That means that he can get 100% PDE, I think, because he has the talent. So that is pretty good. That is pretty helpful to know. I really like this spear. This spear looks sick. Kind of like Dragon Slayer. Okay, let us start with the active like we normally do. Long assault. That is pretty much a long assault. Deals a lot of damage actually. Oh, wait, what? This has plus agility plus strength. That is something very new. Because if you see on Athena, let me find Athena. Athena's active. Look at this. Intelligence. Let me look at Sobek. He has... Oh, he also has agility and strength. I didn't know that. What about Gilgamesh? Gilgamesh doesn't really do any damage, so that doesn't really matter, but you can see anyway. Oh, this is strength plus int. That is cool. He kind of looks like a damage dealer, stacking from both. He has... Let me just move my face around. Okay, so he has a lot of strength, a lot... He doesn't really have a lot of strength. He is pretty weak when it comes to HP, but he has a lot of int and some good strength. You can look on other heroes such as... Yeah, let's just do Anduin. He has a lot of up here, but similar HP. Anyway, let me get back to the hero. Let me get my head backwards. Like that, I think is good. Okay. Long Assault deals a lot of damage to normal attack target. Okay. As well as the enemies behind. And afflicts... Okay, so he is basically just like Anduin, because Anduin, as you can see right here, this damage to No, this one is just divided. Artemis, I think it was. Damage to normal attack target as well as the enemies behind. That is pretty useful. Not really that helpful for bosses, but very helpful for like cellars and caves. And inflicts long affliction to the first target hit. The target with that basically means just a normal attack. The target with long affliction gains 50% less energy from damage taken, transferring that energy to Ao Bing instead. Oh, so he's basically like a battery. This effect lasts for 8 seconds or 6 seconds if the target is a boss. Wait, so this can work on bosses? Wait, seriously, can this work on bosses? That sounds so helpful for Harpy Queen and bullshit stuff like that in Agiram. Or even Strength Ram. Because a lot of the damage, because a lot of the energy that the bosses gets in Runes of Miracles is from you doing damage. This can actually be very helpful in stuff like Cryo Ape and stuff like that. I haven't read the hero yet, but that looks pretty cool. But that's just one part of him. He does a lot of damage though. Thrust the normal attack target 7 times. Each thrust deals some damage and restores him for just health. Yeah, that's basically just like lifesteal. The number of thrusts increases with skill level. The number. Meanwhile, each thrust has 40% of skill level. Has a 40% chance to convert the damage dealt to fixed damage and reduce the target's energy by 50, so it's basically like an energy steal. 40% chance. Let me just see if the maximum that you can get, 7 by 50, 350 by the battle skill. It's not a lot of energy, but it is some. Can be helpful, but it's not like Lance Hunter or Jarrett. Roar across the sky deals some damage, evenly divided among 3 random enemy units on the battlefield. Reduces all enemies' energy by 200. What is energy? Energy! This is so cool. This is so many energy things. If fewer than enemy units remain, the remaining enemy units evenly share the full damage. This sounds pretty cool, not gonna lie. Is the passive skill. Yeah, increases agility. While he is alive, all enemies' attack is decreased by 15%. Wow, that is basically just a better dwarf. If you look at this one, that one reduces their damage dealt, and oh, that is damage dealt, but that is only for 6 seconds, while he has it for the entire fight. Yeah, this is basically just normal. He can be used as either agility or strength, and he gets an extra bonus from his strength attributes. If you don't know what that bonus means, we can go in here go in hero attribute. We can go in here. Every piece of strength gives you 2 physical defense and extra 2 attack for strength heroes. He can also get this one, so he just gets double the attack and extra defense. Pretty normal, but it's pretty useful. And yeah, enemy's attack is decreased. That's basically it. Let me look at the ring. After taking 1 hit damage or casting active skill, our Bing gets a 20% damage boost on his next battle skill. This effect stacks up to 40 times. So we want him on the front line, I'm pretty sure. 80% damage on his next battle skill. Yeah, but I don't think that will stack up too well even with that. And this one, if this one is basically the same, all enemies attack is decreased by 15%, but if surviving allied units are more than surviving enemy units, our Bing's attack is increased by 8% for each additional allied unit. So it's basically just more attack. I'm curious about this one, how this could stack up. It's not like Blood Mage, for example. Blood Mage has 1600, but he looks pretty cool. Wolf has, what is his multiplier? Times 10, yeah. But he has basically the same multiplier. Pretty fast hero as well. Let me go over the hero once more. The long assault deals a lot of damage to normal attack target and the enemies behind. So if you have him on the back line, that deals damage to the middle tank and then the 2 in the back. On the side, it is on the side tank and the one on the back, and just goes like that. The gains 50% less energy for 6 seconds. I'm really curious to see how that can affect bosses, because this sounds like a really helpful unit for hero for agility ROM. Not just agility ROM, he might be really helpful in the strength rune. I can see him actually being pretty useful and stuff like that, especially caves, when the middle tank is really annoying, such as Dryad. Why am I running all the way up here? I am so bad right now. But I can actually see him being pretty useful in a fight such as this. This one just makes it a lot easier for the team to stay alive. He doesn't really have the same utility such as Sobek by keeping everyone else alive. Uh, where is this? No, it is here. Um, increases all of the healing in the team by 25%. But he is pretty cool. I really like this skill. He has a lot of energy drain for enemies, and I really like this one as well. It reduces all enemies' energy by 200. Wait, all enemies? All enemies' energy? I need to check this out, because that might actually be what I've been wanting. Do I have enough jade to buy him? Yes, I do. Not in pass. I really like that. Where is my jade shop? Let me just buy one of him. Let me just level him up. I don't have a lot of spirits because I'm not playing on this account. But I still want to see if he does it with all enemies. Yeah, 60, that's fine. Let me just give him energy set, I think. That's fine. Let me just fix this ring. I'm curious because this can actually be pretty useful in Statue of Heroes. There are some weeks that is incredibly annoying because the active just kills you. I just want both reductions and I'm fine. It's like that. And skill crit chance, that's perfect. And this one, okay, here it is 4 times. That will go up with skill level hopefully. Yeah, 5. Okay, let me go home. Home, I said. Gladiator. Probably not the best week to test him out there. But I can test him in... yeah. In here, I guess. Yeah, like that maybe. Let me just see if it doesn't kill all of them. See all I mean? Dodge skill looks sick. Okay, oh it did add on 2 heroes. So if it is back there, it does add on to multiple heroes. Seal getting... ah, that looks so good. So if he is backline, it does add that skill to multiple heroes at once. I'm curious to see... wait, I need to look at their energy. That is what I need to look at. Their energy. It does! I need to look at more of them at once. I need to go over this when I look at my PC. But I want to see how consistent it is in a speed team. Let me just finish it off. Let me try this again with John and Luo. Okay, so Joan and Luo. Let's see how this goes. I'm curious. Oh, Luo needs the speed relic. No, needs the Great Mace there. That is a battle skill, which means that he starts with a normal attack, meaning that you can instantly start. I really need Luo to have this. I'm curious because I've been wanting something like this for a long time, and I'm so curious to see if it works. Luo will knock them back. Luo definitely needs an energy set. I don't have two energy sets on this account. But this is something I need to test. Because this might actually be pretty cool. For Statue of Heroes. This is something I've been wanting to try for a very long time. I have been using Luo in Statue of Heroes to knock the enemies back. As you can see with her active skill right here. Knocks them back, delays their action bar. It could probably also work with Sobek. As you can see right here. Delays them action bar and dampens them. Which basically is the same thing, it's just that they are getting slower. But the problem with that is that they can still use their active skill. But if he works properly, I will just test that normally on this account. If he works properly, if I can get him fast enough, he might actually be meta in early mid game Statue of Heroes. That's big if. But it is an if. Jade shop, I have some jade. I need to use them on workers, of course. Just one. I'll get back to you whenever I have finished setting up my team. Okay, I will be testing something like this in Statue of Heroes first, and then I'll be going just waiting until I die. In this week I need Defender middle, but I can still test him out a bit. I actually want to see if I'm fast enough for Luo to do anything right now. Let me just see. So let me try this. I doubt that is going to work too well. But I will still try it. Look like this and see what happens. I don't think Lou is fast enough. Definitely not if it's not auto. No, not fast enough. That does not work. But I'll still try with Medusa. Doesn't really work in Statue of Heroes yet, but there are other weeks. Next week, perhaps, I think it. Well, I can definitely try it when it is Defender week. Defender, Paladin maybe, Priest maybe. Nah, I don't think Priest. But Paladin, I can definitely try on Paladin and Defender. I'll let you know how that goes. But it looks very interesting. That is something I can definitely say. This will not work. But he does. I really like the fact that he can do that. I really like that skill. They can't really attack and I don't really have any stun locks. Wow. Don't want to use Sugliang for obvious reasons. I think that if he is used properly, he might actually be really good. But he's not a hero that you can instantly see the use case on. That is for sure. Let me give this set to... Let me do like that and get him into the play as well. Oh, this will be madness. This hero looks really good if used properly. This is a hero you can definitely use wrong. Let me get rid of Diao-chan. Get in Sobek. Let me try this in again. I should do the immune to magic attack, then I can just auto. That's a good idea, actually. Let me just put it on auto now to see how it goes. I am curious to see the action bars, if he can do his active. Putting him down. You kidding me? It is not a full lockdown yet. But let me try again. With speed on him. And using the magic attack immunity so that he can't kill them. Immune to magic attack. Okay, so let me try this again. Just get rid of everyone. I can have him on the front line. No, I do not want him on the front line. Just bring Aggie heroes. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Putting it on auto. Put it on 1 XP to make it easier. I want to see how many times I can get attacked. 1. Those 2 skills. Oh wait, you really need the Diao-chan for this. Yeah, you need Diao-chan for this. Because of her skill. I see. This is such a cheese zero. It doesn't help when BM kills him. That was annoying. Look at John doing damage. He did 80k damage. His skills isn't even leveled. Like, at all. This looks like a very fun hero. Oh no, it isn't. He doesn't start with a normal attack. That is the first skill that he's using. That is really helpful though. Yeah, you do need Yao Chan in order to make their energy gain not as good. But this is so funny. Doesn't look optimal at all, but I really like the fact that he can hit and give that mark on both enemies. Can it be dispelled? Or not? Doesn't look like it. Well, that's very helpful for dealing with bishops then. Yeah, that's really helpful then for dealing with bishops. I need more speed buffs. I'm curious. But just look at this. Now it's really stacking up. They can't really do anything. Do you see that? It's almost like a permanent lockdown until the enemy gets... But you see that? I'm sure that if this is done properly, this might actually be close to a full lockdown without requiring 65 in tower for Catherine. But you do see that. I'm not using Medusa. I'm not using Catherine. I'm not using any stun locks, but yet they can't move. Um, okay. Wow. Now I need to find some better speed buffs. I know that Kasume has some speed buffs at 13 star. 18% speed. What does Duang have? 15% speed. That was... I want to test that as well. Let me try this again, see what happens. You should be gaining energy. This should be a bit more consistent now. We still can get his shield up before he dies. There we go. He now has a 15% speed bonus on him, so he should be casting that a bit early, bit more. Come on. Still a bit too slow. It's still a bit too slow. But I know one thing for certain. He might be able to replace Dryad in my team. Yeah, in my Statue of Heroes team. Because my main problem is the backline that is killing my middle tank with their active skill. Well, they won't really have that many active skills. I will definitely try him in Statue of Heroes when I get time, when it is not this stupid Gladiator week. Yeah, he's still way too slow. I'll try Diao Chan instead of Vivian. That means I can get instant shield as well. Let me try this. Starting off, reducing their energy instantly. We can't forget just how insanely overpowered Diao Chan's active is. Will the backline be able to attack? The fuck? Let me try Medusa here and see what is happening with the backline in this case. Let me try Medusa. The last attempt. Let me close down. I want to keep in. I want to look at just how many actives the backline can get. I'll put it on off auto so that they don't really attack. See what I mean? To see how long it will take for the backline to take an active. I need that stack. Don't tell me that they can't do any active at all. Do shouldn't stop. What is this? They still haven't done an active skill, and I'm fucking up with the Diao Chan even. I'll definitely play around with this because this sounds so good. Let me just get into the camera. This is so much fun, I'm not gonna lie. How much damage is he able to do? A bit actually. Yeah, I'll definitely have a lot of playing around with him. He looks really, really, really good. I can't imagine what he can do as an early game carry. Definitely gonna be can be an early game carry. Just I can't even imagine the cheese teams that you can do with him to pass into the early game. Let me just sum up the hero. He can get 100% petty. His activist attack does a lot of damage, and it attacks the normal attack and the targets behind. It also means that if he is backline, he will hit the two enemies on the front line that he can attack. If he's back right, that is middle and front right for the enemy. And two of those heroes can get this one, meaning that they get less energy, and it can't be dispelled, meaning that it is perfect against enemies like bishop and priest. It just means that they gain a lot less energy from being attacked, and you attack them all the time. I haven't been able to test them against bosses, but that won't really be easy to do. I will test that later. But this one, a lot of energy that you reduce from the enemy, and it gets him to transferring it to him instead, so he can do a lot of actives. That is a lot of damage. This one steals a lot of net and reduces a lot of energy. This one reduces the energy of all enemy heroes by 200. That is so good. Like, I don't really know how to put this hero, but if you can use him properly, he has to be one of the best cheese heroes in the entire game. And I'm comparing him together with Diao Chan and the Dwarf. Insane skill. I can't even imagine all of the use cases for this skill. This looks so helpful in so many situations. This hero might be one of the best heroes that we have had since Kasumi. Or Poseidon. Well, Poseidon is really good though. And this one reduces their attack. This one just gives him a lot more damage dealt when he takes damage. And this one is really good as well, but that is basically just more attack for him as well. A really good hero so far that I can see. Mainly hero for cheese teams or for just making Aggie or strength drum a lot easier than it is. So I can definitely see some use cases out of him, and I will be using him when I can, when I get his stuff up. So far, looks like a pretty good hero. And let me just get this one up. Yeah, that was really not good. And my camera is pretty shit. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. I'm so sorry about my voice and everything like that, but I'm pretty sick, and my camera is just disgusting right now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you can get some use out of this hero. I will definitely be playing around with him, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.